Hello there. Forgive me, but upon seeing you, I couldn't help but wonder, what about this little haunt you find so tempting? Ah, well, then I would beg your consideration in allowing me to contribute to that merriment. I think the term vagabond is only partially applicable to my description, and certainly not fair. If you're asking me, I prefer the term wanderer, or perhaps itinerant. Ah, yes, you may know me as Talon. Rest assured, the pleasure is mutual. Tell me something about you that I wouldn't assume after a first introduction. Really? No, not at all. An active imagination would be quite the asset for a historian. Well, you are relatively demure, somberly attired, and ill at ease in the presence of others, even in a warm tavern such as this. In short, the demeanor of a scrivener, archivist, or historian. I merely picked one. Well, and why shouldn't you warrant my attentions? All right. You are disarmingly insightful. I do have an ulterior motive, but I promise it's not whatever you're thinking. Lean in a little more. Good. While your purview as a historian involves mounds of scrolls and tomes and hours of feverish research by candlelight, my own bailiwick is a honed manner of information gathering in the field. I'm nothing so tawdry as a spy. Do I seem the sort to lurk in shadows, change my appearance at will, or spout lies compulsively? I have not lied to you. Though I do know someone like that, and he's insufferable. Never mind that. I merely said I have an ulterior motive, and am in the process of revealing it to you. I would consider my work to be social scouting. After all, merely a few drops of honey in the right ear tend to grease the tongue into spilling all kinds of poisonous secrets. In gathering that, I do my part to remove the poison before it becomes systemic. You're not wrong on that point. This work can be very dangerous, but I am blessedly very good at what I do. Very well. There is someone who followed me into this tavern. Keep your eyes on me. Good. You see, this person thinks that I am their target, but they are in fact mine. If you're willing to help, your role would be to provide a distraction. All right. The plan, as you put it, is for you to seem as though I'm seducing you. A giggle at this point would help. Very good. You see, by making it look as though we are engaging in a tryst, my guard will seem down. That in turn will provoke my tail to make their move. And that's when I'll make mine. Yes, it can seem very exciting. You weren't wrong to assume that this work is dangerous, but you'll be safe, I promise. And if you follow my instructions perfectly, you'll never have to think twice about this little scheme. Are you ready? Then take my arm. Let's go. Yes, Reyathiim is a beautiful city. Down there, the alley. See there, the junction. Good. When we pass, I'm going to let go of your arm and fall back. No matter what, keep walking. Take a left and you'll find yourself in the red light district. Stick to the main thoroughfare. Head for the palace at the base of the Queen's Tree, and you'll be safe. Thank you for your help. Goodbye. Tell me, what are you doing following me? Speak. How do you know that name? Where did you learn that little tidbit? Cirrane. Very well then. Your usefulness to me is at an end. What are you doing? I told you not to stop! Apparently, your active imagination feeds into a dangerous streak of curiosity. Do you have any idea of the scope of what you've stumbled into? Them? No, of course they're not dead. I don't kill. I don't even harm if I can avoid it. That sort of work is messy, and I don't leave messes behind. That said, you've just become one thing that needs cleaning up. What did I just say? No, I'm not going to harm you. I'm going to take your memories of me and replace them with something benign. It's painless, I promise. You have one chance to convince me of your usefulness. Make it count. I know you're a historian. What of it? For the Talethiri archive. So you work for Queen Vivian? Not that high. Well, no matter. I think you might prove rather useful after all. Isn't it obvious? You are connected, even obliquely, to the royal court of this land. That means you can procure an assignment that will take you to Cirrane and leverage your status with the nobility to gain access to their records for whatever benign reason. You will, of course, need protection for the journey, and that will be my alibi. Look, whatever I do when we get to Cirrane will be my business. You are already wrapped up in this enough that, by mere association, your life is at risk. Not to mention, you've made yourself a valuable asset. You will be safest with me. And as my asset, I am inclined to protect you completely. That tavern was rather nice, actually. I think I'll seek out a room there. Why don't you run along to the archive and find that assignment to Cirrane. Once you're ready to hire a dashing mercenary to protect you, come find me. Oh, and be quick, my little historian.